Greetings and salutations. This is Brett Koppel with Not a Lens Tour Guide channel. I'm streaming today because I wanted to give some basic time to question answer type things, that kind of thing. Also, for anybody who wants to just get on the chat, talk about Linux or other topics of related interest, I'm game. So anyway, here I am drinking my coffee. I got my Texas cup. Even though I live in Colorado, I got my Texas cup. I've been a long time Texan. I was born and raised in Texas. That kind of thing. And yeah, I was really Texan at heart, basically, as you can say. Even though I live in Colorado, I lived here since 2018. September 2018 moved here. I've been living here ever since. I like it a lot. Colorado's a neat place in a lot of ways. I mean, but the things, of course, I miss about Texas too. I miss my friends and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you're gonna have those problems whenever you move to a new place, I guess. And we moved here because my grandkids are here. Which is why my wife wanted to move here. Plus, she was tied to her business in Texas. She had a cleaning business called Koppel's Cleaning Service. She was working lots of hours, of course, self-employed. You do that, and I was like kind of struggling a bit myself. My Parkinson's kicked in by then, so had problems with that. So anyway, she moved to Colorado to be close to grandkids, and it's actually worked out financially better for us in some ways. So it's cool. We're enjoying it here. We're enjoying the mountains, that kind of thing. Not enjoying the COVID very much, though. Actually, Colorado's not too bad COVID-wise. I mean, they call us a hotspot, quote hotspot, but it's, as far as death rates go, it's really not. It's like 9 people average a day, I think. Right lately, have been dying in Colorado. It's bad if it was 9 people, but it's a lot better if it was 50 or 100 or something like that, you know. Like it is a lot of places. So, yeah, it's a cool place and enjoying it overall. And glad I'm here. Hi, all my Colorado friends. Yeah, I don't have anybody on yet, but anyway. And I'm seeing who shows up, see what this is a viable option for me. Of course, there you get all my pauses, my things like that are problematic. And I edit out usually all the stuff that I could review a distro right now, my GNOME distro, and edit it. That might be interesting to do. I got my last Manjaro desktop entry review to do, which is GNOME. I just put my KD1 last Friday, a couple of days ago, and it's doing average pretty much for what my videos usually do, so that's good. But anyway, it's cool that I have this option. Your live stream, I think, maybe might help. I was kind of encouraged by I can't remember what it's called, Steve's Very Own or something like that. I don't remember what. Sorry, Steve. I don't remember exactly what your channel was called. At any rate, Steve's Very Own or something to that effect. Anyway, that he does a weekly Sunday morning video. He didn't do it this Sunday morning, even though I had the option of being there for it, but this time, but whatever reason didn't do one this morning, so I decided to do it myself. See what shows up for it. I mean, I don't have the subscriber base he does yet, and that kind of thing. So let's see. Then also I could show GNOME desktop. Another thing I wanted to possibly get some input on from people when they come on, if anybody comes on, I don't know, is what I should do next as far as distro reviews and things like that, what people are interested in. I want to give things out that y'all are interested in, people are interested in hearing about. I thought maybe doing another video on Peppermint OS at some point, since I know Steve likes that distro pretty well. And maybe it's upgraded. I don't remember exactly why it didn't work for me. I remember installing it back in the day, last year. And it also, I don't know if it's today or what, I need to check on that exactly. When was the last time when was the first time I ever uploaded a video to YouTube? It was in August, but I don't remember when in August, so I need to find that out, don't I? Let's see, I think I can find it out by going here. And let's see if I can do this or not. Go to my YouTube channel. And put a new window, so I'll erase this window. And put it next to my dynamic tiling window manager KDE desktop plasma Neptune OS desktop. Yeah. So yeah, there's my live now, it says. Come see me, huh? And let's see. I'll show you what I'm doing here, but it's interesting. Nonetheless, let's see. I need to go to my YouTube studio. I need to go to my content. I need to go down to the last video I ever published. First video I published, not the last. Last is just video. I mean the first video I ever published, of course. So go down. It's actually going to be my 62nd video I published. Okay, let's move this down here, I think. Yeah, there, that's better. Couldn't see some of my controls on that thing because it was too short. Okay, yeah. Let's screw guys. First one I published is published on August 28th, so I got a few more days before I hit the 1 year mark, but it's August 28th when I published the first video. I'm getting close to that. Yahoo! So I wanted to kind of get everybody's impression what I should do next. I'm trying to figure out what I should do on my big 28th. I should have a video. What day is that? Let's see. That's August. That's Saturday. Next Saturday. 2 Saturdays away, actually. Yeah. So I should probably do a video on that day, but it's also a difficult time for me. I mean, because I work that day. So I work the morning shift at Sam's Club right now. And I work a morning shift at Sam's Club right now, so I usually get off. I'm usually tired, take a nap immediately. And so who knows what I'll wake up to about But at least on 28th, expect a live video celebrating my 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube. Yay! Have 1 year of been working on it. Yay! So yeah. As you want to know, I drink my coffee black as well as with cream and sugar when I need to. I can have it either way. But I originally stopped when I got teeth problems from drinking sugared coffee. It's just like sugar in my coffee, a little sugar in my coffee. That's all I put. I drink it all day long, usually. Sipped it slow enough I didn't really have too much coffee in a day. But yeah. Then I started getting a lot of gum-like cavities. Why am I getting so good? Then it dawned on me. Sugar in my coffee, that's why I'm getting so much gum-like cavities. It's because I have this sugar sitting on my teeth all day long. Yeah, so that's part of the problem with that anyway. So then when I got dentures, like wow, I can drink sugar cream coffee again. But I got used to it like black, so I like it black too. Either like my second cup black or any remaining cups of the day black. But it's a lot easier. You don't have to sit there and mix, stir, put all the stuff in there and just pour it and go and drink, you know. Just like that. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do here. Don't have anybody on yet. Well, I think I might do this every Saturday, say like about 4 or 5 o'clock. Sunday, I mean, every Sunday at 4 or 5 o'clock, I might do this live stream thing. Just as another chance for people to get together to talk about stuff, and maybe I can do some live edits and posting my videos. Who knows what I'll do. Yeah, so that's cool. Now I could do, but I'm not really ready for it yet, but I could do some distro reviews or something like that on here. The problem is that I really require a lot of editing on my videos usually. Because if I'm focused on what I'm talking about and I'm talking to you and stuff like that, that's one thing. But when I start getting all the minutiae of all the details of a distro, I notice I tend to start mumbling a bit more, and my talking isn't as distinct as I usually like it to be. So yeah, I started talking fast and things like that, and run my words together. So with dentures, plus you have my Parkinson's issue where my voice isn't as good as it used to be. Kind of creates a little bit of problem sometimes. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Still nobody showed up, so guess we'll start it and see how it goes from here on out. May do this again next Sunday, may not. Who knows? Be on the watch out for it. We'll see if I can do this or not. Anyway, my current computer seems to be sufficient to handle it, GPU wise and all that stuff, so that's good. And we'll see where you go from here. Who knows? Also, let's see. One of the things I was thinking about, you can tell me if you think it's a good idea in the description. If you come in after this video is over, and on the hey, he's live, let's go look at him. Check it out. Yeah, if you want to. I almost wonder if maybe I should use my webcam so I'm staring more at the screen. I have to look over here all the time. I don't know if it matters to y'all guys or not, whether I look over there a lot or what, but yeah. I have to look over here to see read any descriptions. That'd probably be more. It wouldn't be as good a quality of video if I use my webcam built in my laptop over here. But might be worth it, who knows. I might try it and just see what happens next time. Or maybe not, we'll see. I can't make up my mind what I want to do. Anyway. let's see. Oh, I think I was going to say about Arco Linux. My concept was, I don't know for sure I'm going to do this yet, so don't count on it, don't put it on the calendar, nothing. But I'm thinking of doing Arco Linux, but doing the window manager versions of them only. Seemed to be some interest in window managers when Manjaro 2 I did seem to be doing quite well. So I thought maybe people would be interested in really looking at window managers. Now, the problem with window managers like Qtile is if you just install Qtile and you go and you try to log into it, it doesn't work right because you have to move the examples version of it over to the place where it's looking for it. The configuration file for Qtile has to be in a certain directory, but it's not there initially upon startup of Qtile. So I know Arco Linux, I was able to, it has presets on it, so it installs these configuration files automatically, in Qtile at least it did. So I was thinking maybe I could like go and look at different versions of window managers that Arco Linux has. I think they're pretty good about setting it all up so when you install it, it just pretty much works the first time you go into it. There's adjustments you can do, things like that. But yeah, it looks like it might be a way to go on that. Check it out. Check out different window managers. Did you know Sway, the Qtile version, had to move over to the examples folder to there. It's also something I usually add out my eye closing. Anyway, I was thinking maybe that may be a good way to review window managers because they usually work out of the box. I mean, you log into them and then something shows up. At least the ones I've tried so far. From, I mean, let's see, what's that one called? All I'm thinking is ICE, but I'm not thinking of ICE. It's not ICE window manager. It's the i3 window manager. That's right. So i3 window manager, I was looking at that and thinking, that has it set up when you first log into it. If you don't have it already over there, it moves over for you. Makes sense. So you can have a functioning desktop once you log into it. If you log into it and there's nothing there, you're supposed to get it there. Unless you have another desktop environment you log into or something like that. I usually do. That's what I learned how to do, is always set up a good desktop environment I can log into. I want to use a window manager on a computer. Or have multiple window managers installed so you can log into one of them, like i3, that will work out of the box usually. And Awesome is also sort of like that, except I think you still have to move a configuration file. It uses a default one. You don't have a configuration file for Awesome, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think you don't have a default configuration file in the Awesome directory or Fig directory, then it pulls one from somewhere else. I'm not sure exactly where. So you don't have total, but then it's like hard to figure out what some of the key bindings are for it if you don't know already what they are. So one of the things to notice about Arco Linux too is that the window managers usually have a conky or some way to look and see what the key bindings are for them. So I thought that might be interesting. See if they all do that or what, So I'm thinking doing a window manager version desktops for Arco Linux. That's one option I was thinking of. As well as throw in, like I have recently over the Manjaro thing, a few other desktop entries. You notice I've always thrown a few things here and there. And that kind of thing. So nobody showed up yet. I wasn't really expecting anybody to show up first time. I have somebody looking at it. Apparently I got 2 people looking at playbacks. I have 2 people. And so I wasn't sure what to expect. on this, but we'll look at it. Another option I had was maybe going to look at Peppermint again, Peppermint OS. Another option I have. It could be good, I think. Because I looked at it a long time ago and I can't remember exactly why, but I had problems with it. Didn't work quite right, or some issue developed. I don't remember what it was. Once I go back and look at my video on it, I can tell you what it was, but I don't remember right now what it was. So, coffee. Yeah, coffee is pretty interesting. I used to be a coffee roaster, actually. I still could coffee roast if I wanted to. I got my equipment for it and all that stuff. I just haven't done it for a while. Partly because the coffee I get is so cheap and good that I don't worry about it. I get whole bean coffee. And so oddly enough, on my standard channel, which is RL Koppel, I have coffee roasting videos, 5 of them, because that was before YouTube allowed you to create long videos. And so one of them is like number 2, I think. And the second video I did is way back in beginning in 2010, 7, something like that, somewhere back there. It's got like all these thousands of views on it and stuff just because it's been on there for so long. It's funny because it's just me sitting there roasting coffee in a wok. I'm not saying anything or doing anything, just sitting there roasting coffee in a wok. And people are like, watching it and going, "That's not a wok." Well, what do I know? I'm not Chinese or something like that, but it's the best wok I had at the time, and I roasted coffee in it. So it's called Roasting Coffee in a Wok if you want to look it up. So that's a interesting tidbit of knowledge for you. And I used to roast coffee in woks. I eventually got me a roasting machine that roasted coffee and all that cool stuff. Anyway, Linux is, I can also talk about what I like about Linux, what I like about, I've already kind of done that in a recent video, so I don't know if I should do that over and over again. But, yeah, I mainly switched to Linux because Windows was getting so slow on me all the time. Got tired of it slowing down and getting boggy and everything. Of course, as for SSDs hit the market in big time way, it sped up all the load up times for Windows and Linux computers, but at the time is like it took so long to upload and get it. And what really made me do it was when I first started my first installation of Ubuntu, which is my first distro that I successfully made into my primary daily driver on Linux. It was like I was like what am I thinking of? Yeah, it's like daily driver Linux. See, I run these brain farts all the time trying to figure out where I have an idea I'm going towards, and I figure where I'm going. So, anyway, Linux is a cool system. I like it a lot, and I've learned how to work in it pretty well. And I've worked in it for almost 10 years, I think. 10 years, 10 years, something like that. So that's my daily driver, and was Ubuntu. And I was going somewhere with all that information, but anyway, that's the advantage of live streams. You get what you get, So there you go. Let's see. I got about 4 people on here so far. Nobody say anything? Nobody had any questions or thoughts about stuff? Yeah, if you do, pop in and say hi or whatever. Or give me comments on my videos, what you like about them, what you don't, that kind of thing. I'm trying to improve as much as I can all the time. And of course, I can only do so much with this voice, so there you go. Yeah, so I think I'll call it a day unless somebody has any questions or chats about something or specific or has any suggestions on what distros I should review next, that kind of thing. And got one more video left on my Manjaro desktop end reviews left to go. That's GNOME. And yeah, so I got ideas in my own head, of course, what I could do. So I'm running around with stuff to do. There's always lots of distros to do, you know. And there's always new additions and new distros coming out. Like I know, let's see, what was it? One just recently came out. Oh, Debian. That's right. Debian 11 has popped out late recently, I understand, and I need to go check that out. But might be some interest in Debian 11 out there for some people. Who knows? Yeah. So anyway, we'll call it a day, I guess, for now. And put any comments or information down in the description that you have. Unless you want to say something now. And let's see what else can I do. I guess that's about it for now. Well, as I always say, I'm signing off. May the Linux force be with you. Bye.